What's up, everybody? We're back for the final episode. Yes, I said it. The final episode of Donzel's Motivational Monday. You know, they say that all good things must come to an end, and this is a good thing that I've loved and that I've cherished. But sometimes you have to end something so that you can allow your mind the space to be creative and create something new. So with that being said, this will be our final episode, but I'm so grateful all the time that we spent with each other. And so today I just really wanted to reflect on everything that we've covered. You guys have been with me every Monday for 161 Mondays to be exact. I've been doing this a little over 3 years. And so now it's time to start this next chapter. But I want you to remember some key things that we talked about because I want you to really understand the essence of why I did this and why every Monday I got on to share these things with you. And the first thing is action. You all know that I pride myself off of action. You know, I'm good at a lot of things, but I'm great at action. I'm great at execution. So I want you guys to always remember to take action. Remember that the only journey that is impossible is the one that you never begin. You have to start. You have to take action. And when you take action, you have to be consistent in it, which is what I have embodied, which is what I have tried to show you all over these 3 years, that when you start something, you keep at it, you stay consistent with it, no matter how you feel, no matter if you don't feel like doing it, no matter if you're sick, no matter if you're tired. If you say you're going to do something, you stick with it and you take action. And that all starts with creating a plan. Creating a plan, don't try to do it all at once. Break it down into small steps and slowly start to cross those things off your list. The next thing I really want you to understand is the importance of education. I've always said that education is important. But education does not equate to college. Like, I'm not saying that you have to go to college to be educated. I know a lot of people who don't have a college degree who are educated. So don't get those two confused. The education I'm talking about is your willingness to continue to learn in whatever aspect that may be. Whatever you want to learn, your willingness to continue to want to gain more knowledge. That's education. Be a student of life. Never stop learning because the world never stops teaching. And one key thing I want you all to focus on is financial literacy. I want us to go deeper too and not just focus on how much money you made and how much your bills cost or how much things cost, but try to understand credit and interest rate and taxes. I know everyone wants financial freedom, but financial freedom is only for those who learn about it and who execute on it. So you have to educate yourself on these things. And I know a lot of us, we weren't taught these things in school. But now as an adult, we're expected to make these financial decisions, so you have to educate yourself. Over these 3 years, I've also promoted self-care. Give the world your best. Don't just give them what's left. That means that you can't continue to give until your tank is empty and never take time to fill yourself back up. You can't give anyone your best if you don't have anything left to give. So you have to make sure that you're taking time for yourself. Spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally, all these things coincide together. You can't just have great physical strength and then be lacking mentally. You have to make sure that you're filling up your mental, your spirit, your emotions. You have to talk to people. You have to communicate. I'm a big advocate of counseling. And I'm not just referring to premarital counseling. Like, counseling, you can do individual counseling. You can do private counseling. You can do counseling when you're expecting a family. Counseling when you have a family. Just talk to someone. I feel like so many people, we bottle so many things up inside and it starts to affect us because we never let it out. And it's always good to bring in that third party. When I say third party, I mean someone who's trained, an actual counselor, not just your friends and having everyone in your business, but bring someone in who can help you make sound decisions. Man, this next one is huge. I've always promoted self-assessment. You have to master the power to self-assess, which is to stop and ask yourself, am I doing things that are going to get me to where I want to be tomorrow? You have to ask yourself these questions. You have to be able to look at yourself and be honest and evaluate and say, I'm not where I want to be. Or I don't know how to do this. But I'm going to seek to learn. I'm going to reach out to others to understand. I see this opportunity in myself. And I'm going to see, how can I fix this? How can I improve it? Like E.T. says, he wants to be triple-double. That means that you can't just hang your hat on one good thing. Like with me, I want to be great at every aspect of my life. I don't want to just be good in my career and then come home and not be good husband or a good father. Or I don't want to just be great to my wife and my daughter, but then go out into the world and not be good in my career. Like, I want to be good at all of them. So you guys have to continue to grow, But the only way you can do that is acknowledging that, hey, I'm not giving 100% here. Or my family deserves more from me. Or sometimes I gotta let some things go, let some people go so that I can be everything that I've been called to be. Like, to be honest, you guys have seen me through every aspect. You guys have seen me go from boyfriend to fiance to husband to father. And all of those came with their own challenges. And sometimes I had to look at myself and say, hey, I'm not giving 100% here. Or I need to be better there. I need to help out there. I'm not perfect. I've never said that I was. But I do value my ability to be honest with myself and say, hey, you can do more. Or you aren't giving your best here. Another big thing that we've talked about over these 3 years is perseverance. Pushing through when things get hard, when things get tough. As Inky Johnson says, staying committed. Commitment is staying true to what you said you were going to do long after the mood that you said it in has gone. I don't want people to just get high off opportunities where they get excited about something. They're like, I love this and I want to do this. Because trust that these things that you love, it's going to get hard. And one day you're not going to feel like doing it. And it's going to get tough. But I want you to stick with it, to push through it, to persevere, to try something new, different, and to understand and fail fast. You know, we all didn't learn how to walk by following rules. We got up, you tried to walk, you failed, you got back up again. So just understand that failure is just saying, hey, I tried something new and it didn't work out like I thought it was. But now I learned from it, I'm better. And when I do it again, now I'm going to be better at it because I've learned. But had you never tried, you would have never known. And lastly, I've always tried to promote advocacy. I've always tried to show through my actions, been an advocate for love, been an advocate for compassion, been an advocate for empathy, to try to walk in someone else's shoes, to not just base life off my own experiences, but try to understand what others are going through and experiencing. And then also using my platform to speak up to injustices, to issues, to anything, to stand up for something, to help others, to share my gift. That's what the whole premise of this Motivational Mondays was based off of. This is because God has given me a gift that I didn't have to pay for. And so every Monday, I sat down in front of this camera and I gave that back to you. And I hope that through this, you learn something that you can apply to help your life or that you can share with somebody else. As always, I love y'all. Peace.